Welcome back to The Ambassadors. I'm thrilled to dive into today's topic with you. Let's get right into it.
Welcome to The Explainer, everyone. Today, we're diving straight into a pretty fascinating document. It's a daily devotional titled Perseverance, Waiting for Miracles to Manifest, written by Ambassador David F. Nawefulu for the Ambassadors Daily Banquets. But we aren't just looking at the theology here today. We're going to break down how a single, deeply personal spiritual message is used to build and mobilize a massive, highly organized, global digital operation. It's like watching a masterclass in organization. Let's see exactly how this works.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Right at the very beginning of the document, the author drops this quote from Galatians on us. It acts as the foundational thematic anchor for the entire devotional text. The central promise laid out here is that a massive reward, like a reaping, is absolutely guaranteed. But, and this is a big but, it comes with a strict condition. You literally cannot give up. By putting this verse front and center, the text immediately validates that feeling of weariness the reader might be experiencing, while promising that endurance is the only way to cross the finish line.
To see how the author unpacks all of this, we'll be tracking the journey through these 5 points. 1. The principle of perseverance. 2. Biblical examples of patience. 3. Applying steadfast faith today. 4. Embracing the new creation. And finally, a global spiritual mission. As you'll see, we'll be tracking how this document moves from abstract theological concepts straight into the highly logistical operations of a modern digital ministry.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1. The principle of perseverance, understanding the spiritual key. And the author frames this with an overarching prophetic theme for the month of May, which is, I am redeemed for signs and wonders. So right here, the author defines perseverance, but he doesn't describe it as just a passive personality trait. No, he calls it a literal spiritual key. According to the text, delayed miracles are framed as a really common human problem. It's like a locked door, and it can only be opened by the strict formula of steadfast faith, prayer, and obedience. It's a formula where sustained endurance is absolutely required before the supernatural can fully manifest. Moving right along to Section 2, Biblical Examples of Patience, Evidence from the Text. This is where the author provides conceptual evidence through scriptural case studies.
Notice this really beautiful juxtaposition here. On one hand, we see Jesus' deliberate patience, withdrawing to pray, relying on precise preparation and timing before miracles happen. And then on the other hand, a totally different kind of waiting. A woman suffering for 12 long years, whose sudden, desperate, proactive faith brought immediate healing. The author uses these contrasting examples with such enthusiasm to prove that whether a delay is due to divine timing or a prolonged personal struggle, active perseverance is the required posture to position yourself for a breakthrough.
Which brings us to Section 3. Applying steadfast faith today, the modern call to action. Let's look at how the author instructs modern Christians to handle present-day delays.
Having established that biblical history, the text pivots directly to the modern reader facing their own obstacles right now. The author outlines an elegantly simple life application formula. Step 1, continue in prayer. Step 2, practice obedience. And Step 3, maintain faith. This isn't about just sitting around twiddling your thumbs, right? It's an active waiting designed to strengthen character and deepen intimacy with God. The call to action here is to expect intervention at the perfect time, while actually using the delay to reinforce your trust.
Next up is Section 4, Embracing the New Creation, the Prayer of Salvation. This is where we transition into the specific doctrinal mechanics of the text.
Here, the document shifts gears from daily motivation into the exact theological steps of conversion. The text provides a very precise, step-by-step prayer. Acknowledge you are a sinner, believe Jesus is God's Son who died and rose, confess Him as Lord and Savior, ask for forgiveness, and choose to follow Him. The author leans heavily on scriptures, specifically Romans 10:9 and 2 Corinthians 5:17, to validate this exact process of becoming what the text calls a new creation.
And here's where it gets really fascinating. Right after this deeply personal, transformational prayer, the text immediately routes the new believer straight into a digital onboarding funnel. The author links them directly to the seller platform to download 2 specific ebooks, Understanding Born Again and The Power of Prayer and Fasting. It's a completely seamless transition from a personal spiritual commitment straight into a modern digital ecosystem to deepen their newfound faith. Finally, we hit Section 5, a global spiritual mission. Organizing the faithful. And this brilliantly illustrates the leap from personal theology straight to global organization. Just look at the massive ambition of this ministry's core mission. Operation 500 million souls for Christ for all nations. 500 million people. To achieve a goal that staggering, the text immediately recruits the reader, offering specific, actionable roles. You can become a prayer partner, interceding daily, a volunteer missionary serving out on the field, or a kingdom investor supporting the vision financially. Suddenly, you're no longer just an individual waiting for a personal miracle. You've just been drafted as an active participant in a global army.
To facilitate a mission of that insane size, you need serious logistics. Look at this immense international reach, detailed in the text. From Nigeria to the USA, Israel, the UK, and nearly 20 other countries. They coordinate this global prayer across completely different time zones. We're talking midnight WhatsApp sessions, Telegram podcasts, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube live streams. It's a fully integrated 24/7 digital connection operating simultaneously across multiple continents. We conclude with the author's final note, which urges readers to prepare their hearts for the glorious return of Jesus Christ. And it leaves us with this really fascinating question to think about. How does this ultimate, overarching anticipation drive both the patient, quiet, personal perseverance we started with and the massive 500 million soul digital ambition we just explored? It's an incredible look at how a single document scales from the intimate struggles of an individual right into a coordinated worldwide digital operation. Thanks for joining me for this explainer today, and keep...
Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and comment. Your host, God7, David F. Wafulu.